Support the family of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. He's looking up at us right now. You have $1,000 to buy protection. Who will you choose? $900, $1, $800, $500, $300, $999. Jimmy one bulk widow, and I ain't using no protection. Luigi Mangana played assassin video game Among Us with friends. Extremely ironic. Would you survive in real life Skyrim? I'm surviving real life Pakistan. Skyrim sounds easy. I have 22 petabytes of storage. How much did it cost you? And what the duck do you have that's 15 petabytes? One picture of your mother. Christians, we don't name our children Jesus out of respect. Muslims named Muhammad. Here before it blows up. What's the best response to your weird? You talk a lot shut for a dude in cram shot distance. What the duck? What's something that I look like I would be good at? Middle seat on a plane. How many inches is too much, ladies? I remember I stuck my whole fist in a chick once, and it's not my thing, but, you know, you only live once. And I was nervous to actually go past the knuckles, and this chick who weighed 135 pounds with weights in her pockets grabbed my wrist and pulled it inside of her. Then said things like play with me like a puppet, and said, snap your lingers. And ladies, fellas, I haven't viewed life the same since. What age is appropriate to teach kids about September 11th 2001? I was taught it in school when I was about 10, so I'd say like night 11. Wait duck, I genuinely didn't mean to do that. If bay leaves disappeared off the planet, every dish that uses them would taste exactly the same. My child, 9, has severe brain damage from a car accident. We got hit by a drunk driver running a red light. After 3 weeks of a medical induced coma and 17 months of rehab, they can finally walk and talk again. They still sound less retarded than you. CNN reports that a 2-page document from Luigi Mangana was found, which included the lines, "These parasites had it coming. I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done. No lube, no protection, all night, all day, masonry, cowboy, reserve cow grill, buggy, backwards, sideways, on the bed, on the couch, bent over the kitchen counter, by the fireplace, against the wall, in the shower, on the floor, in the basement, against the window, in my hole. Gonna meet the father of my girlfriend for the first time. Any advice? I never met him or know a lot about his personality. Also I'm very introverted. Gently caress his balls then say, got some nice nuts there sir. No wonder you were able to create such a beautiful daughter. Then kiss his cheek. Colombian hit woman known as the doll detained for multiple murder-years, including ex-boyfriend. Good to see woman in male-dominated industries. Who remembers this danger? If he drew an H on his forehead, Kobe would have survived. Don't forget to feed your girlfriend every couple hours, or it gets cranky. It, you mean she, seems someone forgot to feed this one. Having to pay for donating your child's organs. It's disheartening when your child dies. You make the excruciating decision to donate her organs, which substantially compounds your grief and trauma. Then you have to pay $3,150 because your insurance company Anthem BCBS wouldn't pay to keep her body alive for donor recipients. Claim cost breakdown. Service. Support for organ donor. What you pay. $3,150. I'm a savings guru. Here are the dumbest things people keep spending too much money on. If you could repopulate any liquid instead of semen, what would it be? The cure for answer. What would you call this drink? One girl, one cup. Bonus points if you're a girl drinking this. It makes 2 girls. Don't lie, we all wanted the sloppiest head from her at some point in our lives. I still do. She the type to say, ugh, this is so disgusting. It stinks. Guess I'll have to clean this nasty thing. Then she keeps going, while giving occasional pauses to show signs of disgust, but keeps going. And since she finds messes gross, she tells you, just shot it in my mouth. I'll spit it out. But in fact she doesn't spit it out. She swallows the whole thing and says, bleh, salty. Acting like she's gonna barf, but secretly clicks the corner of her lips. This will be my last tweet. My girl has passed away, and as well I will go along with her. Don't glorify dogs on this app. It's killed everyone I love. My best friend, brother, girlfriend. It's not worth it. I will see you guys in another life. She loved dogs. You love dogs. Die doing something you love. If the pilgrims would have killed a cat, we would all be eating catty for Thanksgiving. Rico happy Thanksgiving. And if they killed a donkey, we'd all be eating lace. I'm a social worker and already have a file open on that baby. My favorite DJ Luigi playing in Los Angeles on December 4th 2024 from 6 AM to 6 PM. Her shut was sold out. Dude's got some killer moves. Killed this set. Okay, but Red Skull having a bonus damage to minorities passive would go hard though. Feel like he's the one Marvel character who should never be playable in a video game. Male humpback whale crossed 3 oceans 4 legs, inadvertently breaking distance record for species. Must be some damn good Wallacey. You'll remember when we practiced kissing on our dogs? LMAOOO, we was wild. I did more than kiss, but hey. Damn girl, you a virgin. No. Wanna change that? What? Bro has plans beyond our comprehension. He's a welder. Cram so thick, it makes a membrane. Bro what? Unhappy wife tried to file a case against her husband, but he sang a romantic song in police station to convince her. Bro sang out for half his property. Your mom enjoyed my lightsaber last night. Ah, a lightsaber comment. Your comment will make a fine addition to my collection. Delia Wilk. By the way, here's a random collection item. Your mom's lightsaber. My lightsaber collection is now housing 1,596 sabers. Asthmatic cough. Picking up my son from his first day of daycare. My husband and I worked opposite schedules for 11 years, so our kids didn't have to go to daycare. Great for you. My husband got burnt in a house fire and can't work. See how we just aren't the same. Giant firework in Japan. They've seen bigger. Not to be weird or anything, but I think I'd let her hog-tie me and waterboard me as I plead with her for mercy, right up until she sees the life start to fade away, then stops and unties me and holds me and tells me everything will be okay, and then once I start feeling better and trust her again, she kicks me in the stomach as hard as she physically can repeatedly and starts the cycle all over again. I hate paid for files so much. This might just be a pointless argument, but why though? A tortoise saved his species from extinction. Slexadbeak-Ted tortoise retires after fathering 800 kids and saving his species from extinction. Oh, so when he sleeps with hundreds to save his species he's a hero, but when I do it, I get banned from family gatherings. Got it? How do you wanna die? Not alone. Which is why I'm studying to be a pilot. I rate this 9 out of 11. Just another selfie for my followers. You need followers. I have ancestors. Just asking. She stripes for her ancestors that are watching from heaven in private. There is always someone in your family who probably gives absolute insane head, and you will literally never know. Fly high grandpa. Used to give the best denture job. I just finished watching CP. It was really good. Nathan. Don't abbreviate cyberpunk. Please. What's cyberpunk? Cillian Murphy stuns in first look at 28 years later. Ozempic is wild. Diddy holding Kate Moss' neck with a pill in his hand. Kate Moss passed out on Diddy. I wish I could change my username. Falling into a neutron star. Simulation. I've been saying this for years. A neutron star is a perfect place to hide a body. Kirby just swallowed you. What ability did he get? Answer. Spotify has pretty good regional pricing. Here in India, regular premium is 120 rupees, around $1.50. If you're really desperate, you can get a family plan which is 30 rupees each, which is equivalent to a few pieces of chocolate. The duck. I pay 12 euros. You forget that the trade-off is being Indian. Berlin to Warsaw in one tank. I absolutely did need that coming. Bought a new phone. How does your beard have a belly button? What if the lower part is pubic hair that's been braided into the beard like a hairy ginger mankini? Police officers dress as superheroes for children's hospital. The kids will probably never stop talking about this. Some might stop talking altogether. To receive the FBI reward, the McDonald's worker would first have to be nominated by an involved agency and then be approved through the committee. If the Secretary of State were to agree, they would then determine how much money the information provided by the employee is worth, up to but likely not totaling the $50,000 advertised. Bro thought he had a blessing. Gone ahead and bless me with some extra sauce for my McNuggets minig. LMAO. I'm dead. What are good professions for people that hate people? Night audited at a hotel. Even on nights, like tonight where we are sold out, I have seen a handful of people since midnight. Except for the occasional asshole who comes to the front desk at 1 AM insisting you tell them where to go to get drugs. Like bro, I may be snorting lines to stay awake, but I'm sure as shit not giving up my hard-earned dealer's number to you. Me after I rode Pinocchio's nose while he was calling me pretty and his nose kept growing in me. If anyone sees me liking this, it's because it's relatable, not because it's funny. As a groomer, this is my dream blowout. She groomed me, by the way, guys. Your seed, if you may. You want their what? Oh, just does seem a bit wrong when you put it like that. I want OPC men. Rate my jawline out of 10. I rate that one feral gal out of 10. I had a hardcore metalhead in my area who also was an absolutely sweet father to his pink-dressed little girl who clearly looked up to him. Being an edgy teenage metalhead myself at this time, I secretly admired him for combining what I felt was cool while also clearly facing the realities of raising a child. I like to imagine she turned out to be an open-minded, wholesome and respectful girl, knowing her father had her back no matter what. Might be headcanon though. All you need is a daughter to bring this to full circle. Just go out to the playground and choose one out. If you think about it, Brian Thompson is actually the lucky one, because most of us can only dream of getting back shots from a guy who looks like this. This is a spin-off or fan manga. Does anyone know the name? Dude, this is pun. What would you consider the most exciting or best way to end good sex? Get up, get dressed, finish the autopsy, and tell myself that it's normal when you're a veterinarian. What's the honest thing you've ever done? Poorly photoshopped babs on my homie with a female filter and beat to it. What's the first thing you do after sex? Continue the autopsy whilst reminding myself that a moment of weakness doesn't make me a bad vet. POV, my spam cells before realizing that they are trying to find a non-existent egg inside of a dead raccoon I busted in. Yes, 47%. No, 53%. I'm 26. It seems like my drive keeps getting crazier. I'm 21 and I feel like a grandpa struggling to get it on. You're not a grandpa. Everyone's drive is different and unique. We all experience things different. Sage advice from a Vastaka. What music do you listen to? The sound of your mother screaming, sped up in reverse. That's so cool. My wife has a miniature version of this in her nightstand. You call your wife's nose nightstand? That's both slexy and creative. 12 perfect little lingers. Welcome back, Sixer. I always take a shot before I linger my ace so I can click it off my lingers like a Nutella stick. Digital footprint, bro. I've given up on that by now. If any college admins want to look through terabytes of pagariform, then be my guest. Caption this image I found in Twitter. Me walking down the mall Betnik with my brown shut in between my ace cheeks and getting expelled out of my ace crack. I'm not giving you a peas, you wet toilet. My worst nightmare is something crawling up from a toilet and biting my vag, or crawling inside your nice warm cave. Bro? How do men masturbate in bed? Where do we shoot it straight up into the air then catch it in our mouths? I like to aim for my ceiling fan. That way when it hits the blades it's sprayed across the room. I call it the spankler. You pinch the foreskin together so it fills up a little cram balloon. Then you do the waddle of shame with your post-nut clarity to the bathroom and drop your balloon of shame down the toilet for a satisfying splash. When they are happy, they actually produce more milks. That's why I always make my girlfriend happy. The Mommy Maker Lifelike Baby Costume for Dogs. Price $39.99. Fools up to 30% of pediatricians. Pregnancy belly to give birth to dog baby sold separately. 75% real baby hair. Bark 2 baby whale voice modulator built in. Comes in 5 sizes, from Chihuahua to Mastiff. Mother I must feed. Mother, why do you cry? 75% real baby hair. Comes in 5 sizes, from Chihuahua to Mastiff. Imagine a Mastiff-sized version of this running at you full speed in the dark, letting out a series of modulated baby wails. No. We see Starlight's whole bear race in the last season. You mean her no ace? If you're guy, that's fine, but you don't have to go announcing it unprompted like that. I've seen thick Zoloho Coast survivors. You can Google it instead of asking Reddit for your information. But to answer your question, you beat 100 maps with removable objects without removing any objects. For instance, cornfield without removing the corn. Oh thank you. And I do post questions that I can easily Google because I enjoy shoving my phone in my private parts and getting vibrated due to the comments and updates I receive. What? I don't get it. The second melon is a cantaloupe, which sounds like cantaloupe. Run away and get married. And now it is melancholy. Dad, sorry son, it's your mum here. I know you were missing him, so thought I'd try to fill the gap. Whoa there mom. Pegging your children isn't kosher. Then again neither is having a father that fills holes. That's a pastor's job. Winner of Best Anime Series was announced on live TV. Hyped versus non-hyped, that's the difference in Solo Leveling. Is manhwa more on colorful, more actions, and it's over. Unlike Freerun manga colorless, but not finished, and slice of life. What is your basis? Solo Leveling is really good, but not as good as Sister Leveling. Double stuff my ace. Don't mind if I do. Sad bee. Worker bee's nuts explode after mating. So when she gets honey I hope Mr. Small Bee is into clock and ball texture. Hold. Are you sure your old A size are up to the challenge? I know you're just trying to motivate me, but these old A size will be reading your tombstone, son. About that. And a random dodo. A random used dodo. Refurbished. Oh my god. Oh, and the seed is 1691256543523180978. If anyone wants it. Yes, I need your seed. Come again. Cram again. Yes please. Yum please. Why is my strawberry so fast? Delicious strawberry spider. Yup, that's its common name. Scientific name is Araneus sulcine. Found in the UK too. So, can you imagine reaching into the garden to grab a nice strawberry, but when you bite down you can feel its legs wriggling in your mouth as the abdomen pops. North Korean soldiers being addicted to corn was not on my bingo card this year. What do you think life is? So they started ducking the corpses. The Russian commander. Jar Jar Pan is so lucrative nowadays. Dang bro, now I'm just honey. He enjoy Bussy, and he is open about that. And you are too. Congrats. Why the hell is your profile all about Bussy? You're in it for life. Torb should be I like Catty with all the kids he produces. He's the one giving birth. What do you mean? I used to tickle my pickle to Terrence from Angry Birds when I was about 13. I loved Angry Birds. I had every game all the way to Angry Birds Seasons and HD, and I had every toy and merchandise they had at the store. I was playing Angry Birds, and then all of a sudden Terrence showed up and turned me on. I couldn't stand it. I was going crazy. I decided to pull out my big pickle and start strangling it. I had never felt so good. I soon continued to do this daily and never got bored of it. I soon decided to hump my Terrence plush and strangle my pickle to my computer, merchandise, and phone. I'm glad to still admit I still do this today, and I'm never embarrassed and giving up. You ducking what? Woody still getting together with Bo Peep, even though she was probably getting her porcelain back blown out by Duke Kaboom. Finishing his with special kabooms is crazy. Holy shit, they got Todd Harwood for the VGAs. I'd click his mangana so quick. Airshot pipes. Super satisfying when you hit them. I take your airshot pipes and raise you airshot double darks. I will rise your pipe and take the back shots. That's the type of art. Sauce. You know what? Here's a sauce. Straight from my own tap. Right and creamy. Why you gotta add that last part though? Everything has a cost. Am I the asshole for refusing to house my best friend's dog? No, and it's manipulative of her to try to get mutual friends to gang up. Not the asshole. Why don't those mutual friends watch the dog for Rachel? If OP is so wrong for declining, they should be jumping at the opportunity. Lol. Oh yeah, not the asshole. Even as an animal lover, I chose to have the animal. My friends and family are not required to accommodate any of the creatures I've collected. Anyone who treats an animal as an object ought to get a sentence of hard labor, duration dependent on chimes. You can't recognize a cat or dog as a living thing with mental capacity? Well then for the next 4 years we don't recognize you as a living thing. Go do the effing dishes and click the floor clean before you go back to your closet you object. Kind of a sad one, but here you go. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? What's it going to take to kill this meme format? The turn 4 wall. Fun fact. 117 is such an impossible guitar bend that many artists, even Kurt himself, could not replicate, making Weird Al the absolute most underrated guitar player of all time. Is this a joke? This is a joke. I understand this joke. I like this joke.